Sagittarius, my lovely fire signs, welcome and greetings. Welcome to the Everything is Energy channel. I am Faith. I am an intuitive tarot card reader, life coach slash spiritual coach and advisor. Sagittarius, welcome to your black out dark mirrors and dark shadows reading. It is the 9th of, right? No, yeah, it's the 9th of June. Whenever you see it, it's when you meant to see it. Sagittarius, we're looking in the mirror. We're going in our shadows, right? We're going in things that we hidden deep down inside. We're digging in deep. Why? Because the things that we hide are usually things that were trauma, that were hurt, that was pain. It's a normal defense mechanism to try to bury those things deep. Sometimes we even forget them, right? So we want to go in and pull some of it out. We want to practice this behavior. As we practice it, it get easier. The reason we do this is because those things that we buried down deep don't go away. Instead, they actually build and cause us problems on our everyday life and our life to come. This is called shadow work, where we have to go inside and we got to do this work through these pains, work through these hurts. So if you hear, welcome to the healing. Let's get into it. We're going to make it simple, short, and sweet, starting with my Dark Mirrors Oracle deck. We pick one card from this deck, just one card only. That's our main energy we're focusing on. That's the main energy Spirit team is telling you to work on the most. We're going to pull from some other decks to build up on that energy and get you out of here, keeping it simple and short, right? Already tapped in on your energy, but let's do it. Talk to me, team, for Sagittarius. Sagittarius, my lovely fire signs. Give us one card we want to work on the most now in the next 30 days. Sagittarius, I hope everybody's doing well and doing great. The weekend is here, so you guys be safe. Have fun, but be safe. Talk to me, team, for Sagittarius. What's their one card? Talk to me, team. Sagittarius, this is a collective energy reading, but it's a special type, right? It's when we're going within, so this will resonate in some type of way. Some you guys, it may resonate on the heavier level, others on a lighter level. But let's use accountability. Let's do this work, go within and be honest with self and get it done. The card I got out, the number is number 9. This is too many times, too many 9. We're pulling. If team want us to get it again, after my shuffle, we'll get it again. Team don't play like that. But I'm pulling. That card came out on 2 other signs. The card was envious and gluttony. If that card wants to come out again, if that's your main problem, we'll deal with it. It could be a misshuffle. So let's be fair and give it another try. Sagittarius, Sagittarius, talk to me, team. What's the energy we're focusing on today? Talk to me, team. When I knock, I'm ready to rock. Talk to me, team. Let's do it. Let's go. Give us our energy for Sagittarius. Here we go. We got blinded to pain, number 13. All numbers made whole here, right? But I could explain some other numbers as they are, like this number 13. So we have the number 13. Let's start with the number 13. So the 13 is transformation. That is an actual number of transformation as well. It's actually an elevation. It's actually the completed chakras. It's an elevation, right? There's a transformation needed here for sure with the number 13, blinded to pain. But let's go ahead and make this number whole for the sake of numerology and tarot. 3 plus 1 being 4. 4 is about feeling stuck. It's like having a brick, or I'm sorry, not a brick, but a square, right? And it's 4 walls. When you have a square, there's no way out, right? It's just 4 walls. If you think of it in a thought process, it's like being stuck in thoughts, right? Feeling like you have no way out, right? It's like a self-prison if you thought about it in that way. Or it can be stagnant, which is the same thing, or feeling stable or something like that, right? It's that 4, right? It's a pretty even number. Well, we got 4 and blinded to pain. Let's talk about this picture. We have a Caucasian type female here. It can be any color. Whoever's watching, place yourself in that role, right? And they're wearing some sort of red lipstick. It is smudged a little bit. They have a blindfold over their eyes, and there seems to be some type of tears of either cracked face is the tears. It looks cracked, or the tears look black, and it's something abnormal. It's hot hidden though. If I were to guess what was under that blindfold, I would guess maybe their eyes was gouged out or something. They definitely don't want to see. The whole card is called blinded to pain. So this person's definitely got a blindfold on, and it looks like maybe I even gouged my eyes out, or someone else did. They have dark hair, right? Which seems to be short, or at least back in a ponytail. Now, what's interesting, this person seems to be unclothed. However, I only got all the way to the top of their body. That's where at least that's where the picture ends. Like, right to where their breasts would start, the cleavage. Now, on this, there's actual bugs eating at what looks like self-inflicted cuts, or again, it could have been someone, but it's in the form of like several tic-tac-toes, the cuts. They're in shapes of side-shaped squares, and it has about 13 flies on there, on the blooded area, as if they're sucking it. But there's no attention being paid to this, because remember, they're blinded to pain. They're not even paying attention to the flies or something eating on, which could be a self-inflicted wound, or someone could have done it, right? Wow, that's a lot of description. Let's just put it there. So let's go back to that number thing being transformation. Now you see why it would be a need for transformation if one was going through so much pain and they blindfolded to this point that maybe the flies are eating at the skin of this person, and that's causing the pain, but they're blinded to that. You guys know what it is. You know what it do. We're talking about inner pain here, guys. That's what we're talking about. And we're stuck in it with the number 4, right? We feel no way out. We can't see a door. We can't see an opening. Hell, we can't even find a portal. This is the type of pain I'm talking about, where we bury it inside and we hide it in deep. It's like that fight or flight, right? Either I'm going to fight or I'm going to flight. In this particular case, these particular pains, we flight. I just heard some of you guys, a major pain happened at the age of 13. Whatever it is, it's time to go within. Will we go within everybody pain here? Of course not. My goal, and I'm in hopes of, giving you the guides of what needs to be done in order to heal this area, to move forward in a healthy manner, and to grow, not only physically but spiritually too, for those of you guys who are interested, considering the fact you are a spiritual being, having a temporary human experience, right? But Sagittarius, work with me here. I wouldn't want nobody to be in such pain to where they would ignore 13 bugs eating at them, because why would it matter? I don't even feel it, because I'm hurting so much on the inside, I can barely care about outer pain. This is also somebody who gives me the energy that they will self-inflict pain on themselves to avoid the energy of another pain, if that make any sense. Maybe not absolutely physically, maybe for some of you guys, and I hope not. I hope no one's doing no self-harm, right? But what I mean is, I will cause myself, or maybe even others, pain to avoid feeling the pain that I hid inside. Now, what is it that we hid that hurts so much that we don't want to look, right? That's what we're here to do, whether it happened in your childhood, recent, past, whatever, or a gathering of things, right? Meaning a collective experiences, all hidden in different little boxes, causing problems in our lives and the way we think, the way we perceive things, the way we act, move, think, right? Talk to me, team. We're now going into the Psychic Tarot Oracle deck. See if we can pull more energy. See what's going on with this pain. Why is it here? What's the main cause, right? Talk to me, team, or what we're talking about completely, or at least in some way, right? I have number 1, awareness. Okay, I'm being told that number 1 with awareness here, I just hear 2 things. Okay, one thing is for sure is that it is time to get this pain out the box, Pandora's box, the hidden box. It's time to go sit down The best way to handle this energy, to be honest, is in meditation. Second best way is grounding your energy so that you can start seeing things differently so you can do the work. The third best way is basically sitting down with yourself alone, dealing with self. That can be done in several ways. You don't necessarily have to be sitting down in meditation because there's different forms of meditation. But if you're avoiding, and evading, because it's going to hurt, right? We avoid pain. That's why we locked it up in the first place. But you have to make this aware in order to go through this transformation. I have number 13 and then 1. That's like a new beginning. Once you're aware of something, that's like out of the first stage. The first stage of change is denial. So we have to know there's a problem in order to change it, right? And when we're aware, because it's always been there, but we just hid these things, right? This affects the way you behave, your relationships with people, peers, workplaces, relationships with love, family members, friends, right? This affects the way you think, right? And your thought process, your perception is everything. It also affects the way you behave, right? Not only if you perceive something a certain way, it will affect your behavior or your actions. So if there's things you want to work on, like, hey, I want to attract more money or more love, better workplace, better family life, all these different things. I want to stop the pain I feel inside, because clearly there's a lot of pain. Then we have to be aware of what's causing the pain, my lovely Sagittarius. Talk to me, team. Coming out in reverse is obstacles and challenges. In reverse, once you're listen, you start to do this work, you're gonna there will be no obstacles and challenges anymore. This is an ongoing process, right? And as you go through the process, it gets easier and you get more apt to do it. There's some obstacles and challenges you're going through right now with the number 5 in reverse, that in order to get over some of these obstacles and challenges are self-inflicted. I mean it, from this pain you feel inside. Once you become aware of this, what's causing all this, some of the things I've been through when I was a child, some of the things I've been through in past relationships, friendships, how I was betrayed, how I was treated, how I was abused. I don't care how it went down or when it went down. I need you to get inside and let's bring it out, right? So we can get over these hurdles, these challenges, these obstacles that we think are a part of our future, that we think we're stuck with, that we think are embedded in us, can actually be changed. Our perception has to be changed. As you go in this, remember something, that you are a spiritual being having a temporary human experience. They said, Faith, why is that important? I'm talking about this hurt and pains. I was abused when I was a child. I'm over here talking about when I was last in a relationship, this person couldn't talk to me in the right, proper manner, and always yelled and screamed and messed up the budget, and whatever the case may be. I'm making up scenarios to show you it could be anything, right? And I'm sitting here telling you the first thing you need to remember is that you're a spiritual being having a temporary human experience. Faith, what do you mean? Well, the reason it's important to know thyself in any given situation is because then you'll understand the overall plan. There's actually an overall plan. You're not just going through these things for nothing. They're actually happening for you and not to you, believe it or not. They're not just happening because we're picking on Sagittarius. Sagittarius, there's a plan planned out prior to you getting here. You had a contract prior to you coming here. It was written before it was said. Quantum physically speaking, you chose to come here. Now either you're going to remember and know thyself, be aware with awareness. Remember the assignment, understand the assignment, Sagittarius, that you are a spiritual being having a temporary experience so that you know that all these things are happening for you and not to you. What does that mean? That means that, look, I am being touched spiritually, not physically. And until I put that first, I'm going to take these little 3D mundane things, so physical, so real, such my reality, that I'm going to forget who I am. I'm going to forget what the overall assignment is. And if I don't remember when I hurt, when I have pain, when trauma, obstacles, and challenges come my way, I'm going to play the victim role. I'm going to play woe is me. I'm not going to understand completely because I don't remember who I am. Look, you guys, spiritually speaking, until you remember that this is the matrix. And you have to work your way through the matrix. You got to remember you in a matrix. You being reminded constantly. They trying to remind you, look, hey, this that you're paying attention to is a distraction. It's keeping you from growing and elevating to the next level. But you got to remember. Now they said, I'm trying to heal this pain. Well, part of remembering who you are is what's going to help you navigate through this pain. If you go out there and go into this pain with no armor, it's really going to hurt. I'm giving you armor. As you go through this pain and you realize, you know what, these are spiritual experiences. These are lessons put to me in a 3D level. Meaning this is how I have to experience this because I'm on a 3D plane. Okay, and being on a 3D plane, you have emotions involved, right? Everything is mental. And with those emotions, they sway, right? Like the wind. You also have other individual minds and mental states that can interfere. That's a part of your play, your life play. Come on now. They playing these roles either to make you happy or to irritate you, agitate you, hurt you, harm you, or make you rich and bring abundance, peace, and love in your life. We got roles to play to make sure, Sagittarius, you get these lessons. Know thyself. You're a spiritual being having a temporary human experience. So as these lessons and these pains and these hurts, what do? We turn them into power. We turn them into strength. We turn them into lessons that we may even want to help others get through later on in life. This pain you hiding from, I need you to go inside and look at it. I can't have you self-inflicting wounds on yourself, even if the wounds are self-inflicted by negative thoughts, because sometimes we get hurt so bad or we go through so much in life, or as a child, or as we grow up, or as we go through life. It seems like maybe life been hard on us. Maybe we had to struggle. Maybe we had some bad relationships. Maybe we had some bad family manners. Maybe some of you guys had some children and the other parent didn't step up the way they're supposed to, right? Whatever it may be, all these things cause some type of wound. But more than anything, it's really a lesson in it. We use these lessons so that when we fall down, we get up, and we get up stronger, bigger, and better, with more knowledge, more wisdom. And that, my friend, is spiritual growth. So it's up to you, right? You got to make the change. And as I said that, and too bad it's a blackout reading, because at the bottom of the deck is number 13 again, but it's transformation. Thank you, team, who always rocking and rolling with me. I'm grateful to you, I am. I'm telling you how to give up. Remember, obstacles and your challenges. Number 5 is in reverse. We trying to understand how we, instead of looking at things in a negative way, how to look at them in a positive way, right? So when what people would say, terrible things happen to them, me and you instead is going to say, when these challenges present themselves. See, we ain't going to talk negative on ourselves, and we ain't going to create a reality we don't want, because we're aware now. We went through a transformation. We're elevating spiritually. This is all about a spiritual transformation, Sagittarius. That's just period. I don't care who you are. Now you say, I'm not on that level. I'm not here for that. Well, you're definitely here for that, but you may not be on that level. You may not be ready. You may not be aware. Well, it's gonna happen on your time. Whoever I'm speaking to, whatever level you're on, it's gonna happen on your time. For some of you guys, it's happening already, right? But as you go through this, you're gonna start opening more and more boxes of pain, and it's gonna hurt. Some of you guys, the pain gonna be related to your belief system, how you're elevating spiritually, and now you gotta not only let go pain within people, persons, places, and things that don't serve your higher good will be wiped out. Don't worry, it'll be easy, because it'll happen like clockwork. Nice period. Going into the tarot, let's see what the team want to tell us. So remember, our energy is blinded to pain. been through so much hurt and so much pain. I don't even feel it. I don't see it no more. I'm numb to the stuff. I expect it. What? No. We're not going out like that. We're going to transform the way we think. We're going to block all negative thoughts and replace them with positive thoughts. Sagittarius, gang. Do me a favor and make sure you like, share, subscribe. Turn on your post bell notifications. I'm doing 6 signs every other week as of now. This is your week. And for the highest sign of watch signs, of course, we'll get bonus videos. Also, stay tuned for knowledge on this channel. If for those who are interested, I am doing a book reading for the Kabbalion, a blacked out book reading partially while we're blacked out right now because I am book reading at the same time. That should drop within 2 days. How in sections, so if you want to hear the book reading, stay tuned and watch it in order. My lovely Sagittarius, thank you for watching. It is it's late. It's like really late. So my voice is going out. Hold on. Okay, I'm back. Let's talk. Talk to me, team, for Sagittarius about blinded to pain. Blinded to pain for Sagittarius. All right, I have Page of Cups. Let's see. I have the Death card. So this is an ego death. This is a death to immature behavior. This is a death and a transformation into spiritual self, meaning getting on one's journey, one's path. Queen of Cups and Page of Pentacles. So you have some studying to do, some learning to do about self, about how to love oneself more, how to release hurt and pain, how to maybe go into meditation. This meditation will bring these hurts and pains that's been hidden up to surface. So will grounding your energy, going to nature, watching nature. Nature teaches you so many lessons if you allow it, if you're one who want to listen, one who can see, right? All these things help you out in the long run, Sagittarius, to help elevate you. Show love to oneself does not mean going into the mirror, fixing your hair, make sure your hair cut, things like this. I'm talking about inner love, where we're able to do the things I just mentioned. Take time out in your day to go meditate, to go spend energy within oneself. Go in. You're really a spiritual being. Okay, if you sit your butt down and meditate it, you'd see that because you'd be like, oh, there I go, sitting down meditating right over your body. You will see that you're a spiritual being. I ain't got no reason to make it up. I love you, I do. So you're being, it looked like pushed with this Death card. From this Page of Cups to the Death, you're going through some kind of either awakening, a transformation. It's happening for some reason. Whether you wanted to or not, you're going to have to face some of this stuff in order to get through these obstacles and challenges and look at things differently, right? And instead of looking at things as happening to you, you have to understand they're happening to evolve you. These are lessons. This place is mental. And if you want to change some of the reality, then change your thought process. Start with mental. Change your heart, your desire. Don't think negative all the time. If you think negative all the time, that's a part of the reality you attract. You have to go through this transformation. These little changes make huge differences. The way you think about yourself, especially blocking these negative thoughts, replacing them with positive thoughts, Sagittarius. If you're feeling blinded to pain, you can't numb yourself. That's not a real thing. And make sure you guys aren't using some kind of substance. It's time for a new beginning. It's time for leap of faith with the Fool card here. It's time for a transformation. Remember, we got awareness. We got transformation. We got the Death card here. It's time for a change. It is time for a change. It is time to turn things around. With the Fool card, leap of faith, it's time for new, for you. A new train of thought, a new way of living, a new way of doing things. It's time for birth. That's period. That's period. That's period. Now, of course, a horse is a horse. The wonderful Mr. Ed, of course. You have free will. You definitely got free will. You can choose to come and follow the assignment you signed up for. Period. You can remember, know thyself. Know thyself, right? Or you can choose the stake. like on the Matrix. The steak ain't real, but you choose to believe it's so good because your brain is telling you it's real, even though it's your brain, and and it's like yum yum yum. I don't know. And if you don't eat steak, such as myself, you're choosing the impossible burger, the fat burger. That fat burger be buzzing, boy. All right, what did I mention that for? I haven't had that in a long time. That be buzzing, though. Ah. No, but seriously, let's get you out of here. See, we keeping it light. We keeping it sweet. Because I want you to understand this is not as bad or heavy as you think it is, right? This is like what you're supposed to do. Stay in natural order and law. Sorry, I got a kid snoring in the background. Knocked out, snoring like an old woman or man. All right, guys, sorry about that. I'm gone. So remember, we're here for a transformation. We're here to change the way we feel inside by digging out those things we hid inside. I love you, gang. Gang, I do. Check that description box down below for all you need to know. I'm gone.